Assalamu alaikum everyone. Let's discuss some vocabulary related to the war in general and the war in Palestine specifically. This is important because sometimes we may need to talk about the situation, or we may find ourselves in a conversation where we want to defend Palestine and Palestinian people. Learning the right words will help us speak clearly with knowledge and confidence. Let's start with some key vocabulary. The first word is occupation, when one country controls another country's lands. For example, the occupation of Palestinian land has lasted for decades. Blockades, and it means stopping food, medicine, or people from entering or leaving. Example, the blockade of Gaza has caused great suffering. Starving, when people don't have enough food to survive. Example, many families in Gaza are starving because aid is blocked. Ceasefire, an agreement to stop fighting for a time. Example, people around the world are demanding a ceasefire to protect civilians. Casualties, people who are killed or injured in a war. For example, the war has caused thousands of casualties. Many of them are children. Refugees, people forced to leave their homes because of war. For example, millions of Palestinians become refugees after losing their land. Resistance, fighting back against control or occupation. For example, Palestinian resistance is a response to decades of occupation. Truce, a short pause in fighting. Example, both sides agreed to a temporary truce to exchange prisoners. Airstrike, an attack from planes. Example, airstrikes on Gaza destroyed entire neighborhoods. Displacement, when people lose their homes and must move away. Example, the war caused mass displacement of Palestinian families. Now let's learn some useful verbs. Invade, to enter a place with soldiers. Example, the army invaded the city at night. Occupy, to take control of land. Example, the Israeli forces occupy Palestinian territories. Retaliate, to attack back after being attacked. Example, the group retaliated after the bombing. Negotiate, to talk in order to reach peace. Example, leaders tried to negotiate a peace deal. Bombard, to attack many times with bombs or rockets. For example, the city was bombarded for several days. Defend, to protect against attack. For example, Palestinians defend their homes and lands. Displace, to force people to leave their homes. Example, thousands were displaced after their houses were destroyed. Suffer, to feel pain or loss. Example, innocent people suffer most during war. And the last verb, to witness, and it means to see something happen. Example, children in Gaza witness violence every day. And the last part of our video is about some other important terms. Let's start with the IDF, the Israeli army, or Israel Defense Forces. Example: the IDF carried out airstrikes on Gaza. Iron Dome, a system that stops rockets and missiles. Example: the Iron Dome intercepted rockets from Gaza. Settlement, a new community built on land, often in conflict areas. Example: Israeli settlements are expanding in the West Bank. War crimes, illegal acts in war such as killing civilians. Example: bombing hospitals is considered a war crime. Genocide, killing or destroying a whole ethnic or national group. Example: many people describe what's happening in Gaza as genocide. Ethnic cleansing, forcing a group of people to leave or be killed. Example: ethnic cleansing happened when villages were emptied of Palestinians. Zionism, a movement supporting a Jewish homeland is Palestine, Israel. For example, Zionism led to the creation of Israel in 1948. Kibbutz, a farm community in Israel where people live and work together. For example, some attacks on October 7th happened near Kibbutz. ICJ, International Court of Justice, the world's highest court for international law. For example, the ICJ is investigating possible war crimes in Gaza. Tufan al-Aqsa, the name Hamas gave to its October 7th, 2023 attack. For example, Hamas called it Operation Tufan al-Aqsa. Collective punishment, punishing a whole group instead of just individuals. For example, cutting off water and electricity to all of Gaza is collective punishment. Bare life, life without protection, rights, or safety. For example, Palestinians in Gaza are reduced to bare life just trying to survive. Narratives of war, the different stories or explanation about a war. For example, there are many narratives of war, but we must listen to the victims. Apartheid, a system of separating people by race or ethnicity. Example: human rights groups describe Israel's system as apartheid. Martyrs, people who die for their beliefs or country. Example: many Palestinians are honored as martyrs. Diaspora, people living outside their original homeland. Example: the Palestinian diaspora is spread across many countries. Two-state solution, the idea of creating Israel and Palestine as two states. Example: some countries still support a two-state solution. Condemn, to say strongly that something is very wrong or bad. Example: many governments condemn the killing of civilians. Ethno-nationalism, strong pride in one ethnic group as a nation. Example: ethno-nationalism often fuels conflict. Humanitarian crisis, a very bad situation where many people suffer or die. For example, Gaza is facing a humanitarian crisis. proxy war, a war where powerful countries fight indirectly through smaller groups. For example, some analysts say the conflict is also a proxy war. These are keywords and terms that helps us understand what's happening in Palestine. They allow us to speak clearly, share awareness, and stand with people who are suffering. Vocabulary is not just about language, it's also about giving a voice to justice. Free Palestine.